Yeah, don't look at my eye. It's been a busy day. This is Mrs. Wolfie from Life with the Wolfies, and we're canning beets. This is the best of the 50 pounds of beets. I'm going to say it's close to 25 pounds. Now this is my big stock pot. And this is all the good beets out of that bag. I'm going to say about 25 pounds. I'm going to put these on to bring to a boil, bring them to a simmer. Then they will be drained and put in ice water to soak overnight till I can get to them tomorrow. So these are boiling. And in about 5 minutes, I'm going to get Howie to dump them in the bathroom tub. Why? Because they're going to have to get put in cold water. And I don't have anything bigger to dump them into. And then I'm going to cover them in cold water and ice and leave them till tomorrow. Okay, I went on a live stream and I peeled that whole pot of beets. And now we're chopping it up and putting it in this pot so that I can tomorrow. After I'm done here, these are going to go in the fridge until tomorrow because I got to clean up my kitchen, clean up my sinks, wash jars, and I still have carrots to get into the dehydrator and tomatoes and celery to chop, all kinds of stuff. But this is the last of the root vegetables. I have them on the 1-inch chopping blade. Okay, here I have 19 jars washed and rinsed. Here's our beets. Now, whatever I don't get into jars are going to go into the freezer, okay? So either way, we're doing the beets today. Here's our lids. Well, here's our lids. Here's our rings. Here's our salt, our always cloth, and water. Here's our canner with the recommended amount of water in the bottom, plus a splash of vinegar to stop the jars from clouding. Everything is being done cold, okay? Let's get started. All right, here we go. We're going to put in, I don't know, half a teaspoon of salt. Not sure I like this spoon, but we'll work with it. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put some water in the bottom. That helps with the debubbling process. Whoops. If you see pink water going in here, it's because I'm taking water off. Always wipe your rims. Whoa. Always debubble. Take a couple of these out. A little bit more water in. To 1-inch for the top. Again. Wipe your rims with a clean damp paper towel. And into the canner this goes. Fill my jar 1/3 full. Half a teaspoon of salt. I should have cut these a bit smaller. More water. Debubble. Pour off a little bit of water. Put in another beet or two. These beets are really big. So the chunks are really big. So I'm having a hard time getting them properly in the jar with, you know. So we'll find our rhythm. And into the canner this goes. And when we're done, we'll be back. Okay, so we have 19 pints in the canner, Everything is cold. And we're going to turn this on high and let it build up pressure. And when this part here vents a steady stream of steam, we're going to time it for 10 minutes. This pushes the air out of the canner so that when the weight goes on, it creates the exact amount of pressure to vacuum seal these safely. While the canner heats up, I'm going to put the rest of these beets into baggies. I could make pickled beets, but we're not huge pickled beet people. So let's just turn this down. Good reason to fold the rim down. Well, I could use just a little bit more. Fold this to squeeze as much air out as we can. Is that a good drink of water, Gracie? There we go. 3 bags of beets for the freezer. Okay, I'm sorry, I was live streaming and didn't get it here in time. We vented a steady stream of steam for 10 minutes. That means this was spouting with no breaks in it. And now, after 10 minutes of venting the canner, I've put on my 10-pound weight. When this comes up to a vigorous jiggle, it's 25 minutes for pints, 30, I believe it's 30, 35 minutes for quarts. I will correct it. I'll correct it if I'm wrong. All right, so we're just going to wait for our first vigorous jiggle. There it is. So we're going to set our timer. And we will be back when this is done. Okay, our canner has been turned off and it's being allowed to cool. Do not try and rapid cool your canner. Don't take the jiggler off. Don't try and open it, for God's sakes. Don't do anything. Don't plunge it in cold water. Don't wrap it in wet, cold towels. Don't do anything until you can touch the sides of your canner safely and hold your hands there. All right, and I was right. It's 30 minutes for pints, 35 minutes for quarts. So when this cools down and we've emptied the canner, I'll show you what we've done. There it is, 19 pints of beets. Now, I have no idea why they've kind of bleached out. And so now that they've cooled down, they've actually reabsorbed a lot of their color. It's been a long time since I canned beets, and I forgot they did that. This is Mrs. Volpe from Life with the Volpes, and that's the beets done. I'm almost done for the year. Mwah! Take care, God bless.